XFM, and I'm joined by Mr. James Dean Bradfield in the show. Welcome, James.
Yodel.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, fresh as a daisy.
Are you? Good on you. Now, as I mentioned before, you're here all on your own for once because you've got a solo album out. Now, I'll get the obvious question out of the way first. It's not the end of the Manics, is it?
No, not at all. It's just we decided to take a 2-year break because we've been around forever, as long as status quo was at least. And we just I just realised that we had to take a break and give our fans a break
And just have a refresh.
Yes, have a refresh.
So why did you decide to do a record on your own in that period?
Well, I don't think I've got enough famous musician mates to actually do, an offshoot project like Dali's Car or something.
Right.
Or just do some famous little collective thing. So I'd do something on my own. I had no mates.
Did you do it like a proper rockstar side project in that it was in your home studio, though? And you sort of got up and went down in your bathrobe and were adding bits on?
I have no home studio whatsoever.
Oh, no.
It's the kiss of death to music, that is.
Right, so where did you do it then?
I did it mostly in Salubrious Stir Studios in Cardiff, and then in Hoxton Square.
Right, okay.
I felt a bit out of place every day.
So was it a bit weird? I mean, who did you get to do the other bits on the record? Is it all you, or did you bring other people in? Did you look over at someone else playing the bass and feel a bit disloyal, like you're cheating on Nicky?
Yeah, there was that feeling of infidelity at first, until I realised that Nicky Wire was being unfaithful to me as well, because he was
he's doing his own. So what's going on with Sean then? Can he just not be bothered?
No, he can't be bothered whatsoever.
Have you had a word with him?
No, he's been shooting the clay pigeons and stuff.
Ah, right, okay.
And I was at first of all, I played most of the stuff except for drums, and there were certain points where I just looked over and I thought, oh, Jesus Christ, what am I doing? This is dirty. This is wrong.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But you soon got over that.
Yeah, I did.
No, bye losers. So what's happening with Nicky's album then? Because that's due out sort of nowish, isn't it? As well, early 2006 we heard, but I haven't heard it yet.
I'm not quite sure when it's out and stuff, but I've kind of viewed that all along as he's recorded it, because I kept popping in the studio to visit him as he did me, kind of thing.
So was he in his home studio? Because he's kind of the domestic Manic, isn't he, Nicky?
No, he hasn't got a home studio.
No,
he wouldn't be doing that. No, he did it in the same studio as me. So we didn't really fall far from the tree, to be honest.
You were kind of like in adjacent rooms.
Yeah. Well, no, in the same room. We just, as I was leaving, he'd be coming in, then I'd come in the next day and make tea for him. So.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, I kept it in the family.
Oh, okay. So are you gonna be taking it out and playing live? Do you reckon? Doing any gigs?
Yeah, I'll start doing some gigs next week. So Monday is Manchester, Tuesday Glasgow, and Wednesday is London. Okay,
so we're going to play the single first, which is That's No Way to Tell a Lie.
Oui.
Can you tell us a little bit about this track?
Yeah, it was just I kind of grown up in the valleys, you always realise this, like 4 churches, to one community, and I think it's just a song about growing up in that place, and your heart kind of saying to you that it wants religion, your head always telling you not to be so stupid, basically.
Okay, here it is on XFM. From the album The Great Western, which is out on the 24th of July. That's out before on the 10th, that one. Brilliant. It's kind of got traces of the Manics. Do you think it sounds does it sound different to you, or? Here
we go. There's stuff in the album which is no, I mean, I think that one is probably the most Manics-esque.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's sort of a little bit kind of lusher, isn't it, and sort of a bit more.
Lush?
I thought it was kind of lush.
I thought it was quite muscular.
Did you?
Yes.
You're quite a muscular man, James.
No, I'm
not surprised.
Listen,
we have to announce your London date about this, because you're going to be playing the London Barfly on the 24th of May. Teeny tiny venue for you.
Yeah, I can see the whites of their eyes.
I know, you nervous? You'll be wiping their sweat off your forehead as they groove around in the front row.
I think I'm nervous about it because I'm nervous. The thing I'm most nervous about is looking to my left and looking to my right and expecting to see star jumps.
Yeah.
And not seeing any.
I know.
Kind of thing. I think that's what I'm going to be nervous about.
So who's going to be in the band then?
Some mates.
Really? Just random guys?
Oh, they're all random guys. No, they're all amazing musicians. I got on it for the indie train spot. I've got the ex-drummer from Revolver.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we might need him for Missing in Action. We do a feature on the show where we track down the fallen foot soldiers of indie. We should get him on, definitely. Revolver will accept that. Okay, so London Barfly on the 24th, and I have to say this, which we just mentioned before when we were listening to James's single to James, and you did a horrified face. We're going to have a Manic Monday here on Monday on XFM. Do you see what we've done there?
I see what you've done. It must have taken me 2 seconds to get that together.
Do you know what? I didn't even do it. But yeah, you can win tickets to that very intimate gig this Monday on XFM's Manic Monday, which I guess means all the more royalties for you as as well, because we should be playing Manic songs every single hour.
That'd be lovely.
So look, I do have to ask you about MSP. What's happening with the new album?
Well, kind of like, we've been doing demos, actually, of late. I think we were around about 3 songs away from an absolute killer album.
Really?
Why? Yeah,
So come on then, tell me about him. Can we have any song titles, anything like that? Because that's always my favourite thing, where the Manic song titles get leaked. And they're always just really confusing, and you get absolutely no idea of what it's going to sound
I
like.
think kind of, I'm Just a Patsy.
Right.
I'm Just a Patsy. And Imperial Body Bags.
Oh, Imperial Body Bags, nice.
But that's not about what you think it might be about.
Really?
Yes.
Not
but no,
about-
I do think we're 2 songs away from an absolutely perfect rock album. Real good, kind of like, it's, it just feels like a really, perhaps a natural successor to Appetite for Destruction, perhaps.
Wow, hey, and in the year that Guns N' Roses coming back, you're going to have
I've set the benchmark really
You're
high.
going to have beef
High
with
there,
the
haven't I?
Rose. It's going to kick off. It's coming to Hammersmith quite shortly. Be after you. Now, look, speaking of beef, James, you are, as I said, one of our favourite Manic Street preachers, but there is also a bit of a folk hero on the show here, the man we call the Sinners or Winners man. Have you ever been shouted at when walking up and down Oxford Street, "Don't be a sinner, be a winner"?
Never.
By the man Phil. You don't know him?
No.
He's a bit of a folk hero here, so I was just
He's
wondering...
kind of blondish a wee bit.
He is,
yeah?
yes, ruddy-faced.
I have, yes.
He's recently issued with an Asbo and had to move to Hammersmith to preach over there.
Also, every Christmas outside Marks and Spencer's, there's Black Father Christmas, who's really cool.
But he hasn't got a message so much as Merry Christmas.
No, but he's really cool, because people, I've seen him get some jip off people, and he just chills them out. He just looks at them, and they just go, sorry.
He sounds a bit like the Best of Luck man who I used to see in the Camden Sainsbury's all the time. We just used to walk up and down the back of Camden Sainsbury's all day going, "The best of luck! The best of luck!" while people were packing their shopping away. We stopped and asked him why he did it once, and he just went, "Oh, it's just nice to spread a good message."
There's also a bloke in Cardiff who says 4 for a pound of dusters, and I never quite figured out what that means.
A whole pound of dusters, that's got to be loads.
4
They're quite
for
light.
a pound of dusters. Is that £4?
Well, what I want to ask is, have you ever experienced, kind of, because of your name, I guess, attention about, from religious extreme groups?
No, I've had a kind of like, nothing like that at all whatsoever. I just get a bit of jip on the tube, sing a boy, but that's about it, really.
But you could hook up with Phil, the Sinners or Winners man.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the opposite of
Because I'm a
Christianity?
Manic Street preacher, I don't know.
It would work. I mean, think of the lyrics. What's the opposite of Christianity? Insanity. He's got some catchy rhyme schemes in there. Would you rule it out, do you think?
I would rule it out. My busking
You would
days-
rule
my
it out,
busking
right?
days are
Okay,
over.
okay. That's just going to have to be me there. All right. Well, look, James, thank you very much for coming in to see us. I've got to ask you before you rush off and talk to the other XFMs, because I know they're waiting out there for you. Have you got a nomination for XFM's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? We're building a permanent monument to our first inductee this year. Who do you think it should be?
Marky Smith. I mean,
From the Fall. Well, that's a good point, actually, because there's another preacher who is currently vying with Phil, who's got a bit of a Marky Smith style that I got an email about. He says, "You need Jesus in your life."
Pat McCann's the famous sports reporter standing there.
Yeah, quite a screechy. Yeah, preacher. All right, then, so Marky Smith. James, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Cool.
And the new album is out on the 24th of July, The Great Western. James Dean Bradfield. What a guy.